What's going on? Why are we having a meeting?
I'm not sure, but I think Fred invited us because we are good with computers.
You think so? I thought it had something to do with Evangelism Week.
Well, we'll find out soon. Here comes Fred.
Okay, I suppose you're all wondering why I called this meeting.
Yeah.
Does it have something to do with Evangelism Week?
Why, yes, as a matter of fact it does. I'm told that during Evangelism Week in years past the youth group has reached out to our community to tell them about the Lord. This year, under my direction, we will launch a project with a broader scope. Here's my plan. In my office is a map of our area, subdivided into 4 demographic zones.
Demographic zones?
Yes, it's simple, really. I did a demographic analysis of the people in our area, evaluating people by income, by the number of children per family, by reading and TV viewing habits, and a few other intangible variables. Then I divided the area into 4 demographic zones. Each zone will have a media blitz specifically designed for maximum penetration for their media habits.
So, why do you need us?
Well, I was hoping I could draw on your computer skills to design and write the ads for the media blitz. Okay, specifically, I'd like Ashley will reach the people that I marked in the yellow zone with a 30-second commercial on local cable TV.
Cable TV.
Yes, you have one of those graphics presentation programs, don't you?
Well, sure, but...
Then you know the kind of thing I'm talking about. One of those multimedia color splashes with big music, with the letters of the alphabet flying in from outer space, and spelling the name of Jesus.
That's evangelism.
Sure. I'll let you work out the details. I got a great buy on cable TV distribution localized to the yellow zone.
Yes, but...
And Mel, you're assigned to do a half-page black and white print ad for the neighborhood newspaper. The ad will only run in the green zone. We need something with a lot of pictures. The green zone people don't read much as a rule. But the ad will be on the page opposite the supermarket coupons.
A newspaper ad.
You can handle that, can't you?
Well, sure, but...
Now, that just leaves the blue zone. Elizabeth, you need to come up with a brightly colored brochure to go into one of those doorknob hangers that will be delivered door to door. Can you do that?
Well, sure, but...
It has to be high quality. The blue zone people have discriminating taste. Well, that's it, then. We are now officially on our way to a media blitz.
Question?
Yes, Elizabeth.
All this advertising is going to be pretty expensive, isn't it?
Oh, no. I got great media buys for all 3 zones. Besides, it won't cost the church a cent. I'm paying for the media blitz out of my own pocket.
Just how much is this media blitz going to cost you?
$2,400 give or take.
$2,400. Where are you going to get that kind of money?
Actually, I have to cash in a CD and close out my savings account.
Is it just me, or this a little much?
Yeah, Fred, wouldn't it be cheaper and more effective if we all just talk about Jesus to our friends and neighbors? After all, I thought that's what evangelism...
Oh, don't do that. You will ruin everything.
Well, at least we could invite people to church.
No. You just stick to your assignments and we'll have a really good showing for Evangelism Week.
What do you consider a good showing?
3% isn't considered excellent return on mass media.
Well, about 50% of the people I invite to church.
Please, just write the ads for your media zones, and we'll do just fine.
You didn't assign anyone to write an ad for the red zone.
Yes, what kind of media are you going to do there?
Don't worry about the red zone. You all have plenty to do.
You don't know the first thing about computers, Fred. So, if they need an ad for the red zone, one of us should write it.
What kind of an ad were you planning for them?
Nothing. So, let's get going, shall we?
Did you say nothing?
Well, yes.
Why would you leave them out, Fred? Everybody needs the Lord.
Yeah, what's the story with the red zone?
It's nothing. I just chose to leave them out of the media blitz. That's all.
But why? I live in the red zone. And why don't you want us to tell our neighbors about the Lord?
Because that's where Billy Peldo lives.
Who's Billy Peldo?
He is definitely not someone you want to come to your church. Believe me.
So, you're going to all this trouble and expense just to avoid having one guy show up at church?
You don't know Billy Peldo. When I told Billy Peldo about the Lord, he laughed in my face. Then, when I wasn't looking, he stole my books and threw them into the trash can. He wrote a bad word on my brand new first baseman's mitt. He ate my lunch. It was my favorite too. Peanut butter and jelly.
Wait a minute. How long ago was this?
I was 8. Why?
Oh, no.
What?
You would deprive a whole neighborhood of hearing about the Lord? Because you had one bad experience years ago?
Oh, sure, try to minimize it. When was the last time somebody gave you an G?
Anuji.
Yeah, he kept it up until I got tears in my eyes. Then he told everybody in the whole class that I cried. I tried to tell them I had something in my eye, but
Anuji.
that's not as bad as a snuggie. I bet you never had a snuggie and ruined a perfectly good pair of.
A snuggie.
What's so funny? I don't think is so funny when a person gives you a snuggie and ruins a perfectly good pair of.
Say, I think I know this Peldo guy.
He's not here, is he?
But his name isn't Billy, it's Bill. Bill Peldo. He works for my dad. He's married and has a baby. I think he's a Christian.
Don't you believe it? Anyone who would give you a snuggie is capable of any deception.
So, you let one bad experience with evangelism ruin your whole life.
You don't understand.
And I thought this was an important project.
It's a good thing we didn't waste any time or effort on this project.
Wait till I tell everybody in youth group about Fred's snuggie.
Oh, you wouldn't. Would you? Oh, this is really embarrassing. Listen, let's talk this over.
Based on a play by Bob Snook. Conditions for use.
Do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it.
Pay no royalties, even if you make money from performances.
You may reproduce and distribute this script freely, but all copies must contain this copyright statement.